Oh, I'm sorry, the stream stopped for a minute there, but it started
Oh
again.
yeah, saw that. I'm just having a look.
It's
There we go,
back.
back
It's
on.
back. It's back. So we just killed the Tomb Tapper. We need to move, don't we? We need to move quickly to the Tower of Evocation, which Tok actually has an incredibly good memory for geography and directions, I seem to remember. It's part of his background, so would I know which one that was?
Yeah, and they're quite prominent, to be fair, because they do have lights emanating from them, and you've been there before, so yeah, you'd be able to trace your way back
Which one is it?
without a roll. It's the red one right at the back.
Well,
Very, very quickly before we move on, can someone? This is so morbid. I'm so sorry. Can someone like chop off the hand of this thing? We're gonna need ashes of something dead later on for the poem. And I realise I don't have any ashes.
okay, say no more. Tok will get his halberd and just take a hand off.
Delightful. Thank you. I'll sort that out later.
Didn't it turn to stone?
It
Oh,
is
did
in
it?
in the process of turning to stone. Yeah.
Don't think that's
Is
going
there
to
any
work for
fleshy
you.
bit?
Not
That's
really.
okay. We'll find something else dead.
It is a dead city. I hope we can find something. There's no
Just
like best by date on these spells, is there? You know,
just
dead before sort of
I
certain
don't think so. Just keep an eye out for corpses.
We could burn some bones. It's a dead thing. There's plenty of those around.
Or bones. We need to move. We just keep an eye out.
Let's go. Let's go. I wish you'd mentioned it earlier. We've killed quite a few things in here.
Oh no, I'd forgotten.
You see those Cold Light Walker searchlights have sort of congregated, or beginning to congregate and heading towards the region of the city where you've just come from, which was the Chain Lightning Stadium. They seem to be drawn towards the recent activity there. Fortunately, you're heading in the opposite direction at this moment in time. You continue retracing your steps, continuing in an anti-clockwise direction to the Tower of Evocation. Do you want me to fire the map up? All I would say was whoever's going in would need to make a dex save to get past that arcing central column, and same to get back out again.
Should we all go in? Would it be safer for us all to enter?
I think we can go in, but we don't all need to try and get past the lightning. Just the most nimble of us.
The lightning, to be fair, was quite, exhilarating, I thought.
Thank you. Volunteering talk.
You're welcome.
I've sent you my character on Facebook, Steve, just because it, for some reason, it won't allow me to import.
Okay. If you've done it on D&D Beyond, I'll just transfer
Yes,
it.
yes, I have. Yes, yeah, thank you. Sorry.
Okay, cool.
Games pause, Steve.
Oh, sorry. Thank you.
You might have to remind me why I'm going past it though.
Put this trophy in the cabinet.
Oh, okay.
Which is on the upper level.
I can do it. I mean, I won the trophy, and I'm not that fussed by the electricity either.
Well, you're wearing metal. I mean, you'll definitely get all of it. So here you go. I'll chuck him the trophy.
Dexterity saving throw, please.
A 12.
Just what you need. And as you slide through, the floor blackens as it cracks right down next to you, leaves a brief after image to anyone that's watching. But Herd makes it through. Heads up the stairs to the trophy room. And places the trophy in the cabinet. Let me get you the information you need. The automated magic mouth is still chiming in the background, telling you 667,219 days ago was when the next tournament will be. As you place the trophy in, the display case opens up and you can see within the sentence that you need, which is, and I will paste it into chat, 5th, quench the flame in thy palm with ice. In amongst their herd are a number of fine metal trophies and medals combined. If you swipe the lot, it'll probably be worth in the region of 8,000 gold.
That's a lot of money. But the head's not going to take anything.
Okay.
He'll just shut the glass doors, turn around, and start walking off.
I don't think anyone will miss it. They've all been dead for thousands of years. But I appreciate your honesty.
Yep.
Only because you was just talking about it. Go on.
Herd, can you pick up a bone off that skeleton?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Zap him, zap him, zap him. Oh.
Deck save.
Yeah, I'll do too. I'll do too.
Oh.
That's what he needs. Well played, sir.
Oh. No comedy hair for Herd today.
Not today, sir. Not today.
I think it's Tok's favourite thing, seeing people with hair get electrocuted. He doesn't have hair anymore. Doesn't get to enjoy that.
So you take a moment to, I guess, review the Octad and decide what you're going to do next.
So we have a wand from the Nether Oak. Well, we have a piece of wood. Does that count as a wand?
What wasn't there a place that made things magical? Do we need to stick the wand in that to the stick in that to make it magical?
Did it make things magical, or did it consume magical things? Or am I getting too
I
confused?
think there was one of each. There was that anvil that was very talkative for a piece of inanimate furniture, and then there was the other place. Or I dreamt it, and I'm just making it up.
I remember another place.
I remember the anvil.
There was a thing that enchanted things, but it was broken. So we didn't use it. We didn't risk it. Or am I dreaming? Am I dreaming, Steve? Can I roll to check my memory? Because Matt's memory's rubbish.
Sure.
It was probably yes.
Steve is trying to remember. You don't remember where it was, do you? Can you give me any more detail?
Well, it sounds like an enchantment thing, doesn't it? Sounds like an enchantment, maybe?
An enchantment?
I knew that was coming.
Maybe I dreamt it.
Like, I mean, we did dream up the Hat of the Disguise.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
Yeah, the Hat of Disguise was imaginary.
Whilst you're checking, who can summon a flame in the palm of their hand?
No.
I can.
Excellent. Can anyone...
That kind of... I can't hold it for... It's just a firebolt.
I think that should be
I can set something on fire.
fine. No, it was conjuration magic, so I think it has to be magic, Tom.
Oh. Everything always got to be magic. These people didn't appreciate manual labour.
And can anyone quench said flame with ice? Does anyone have any
I mean,
ice?
I could create a firebolt made of ice and put out Locke's firebolt with my ice one.
I mean, there's ice everywhere here. I don't know if you've noticed.
Or I have a slightly more energetic spell. which
No.
might-
If we can keep our resource use to a minimum, that sounds good. 1 firebolt, 1 ice firebolt. Good.
An ice firebolt. I could just blow it out.
It needs to be quenched with ice. It's the Octad.
Have you ever seen me blow something? That sounds wrong.
It sounds incredibly wrong.
Snowblower.
Let's just say it's very icy, all right?
Yeah, you're right. But ice breath, that could also work. Moving on. Did you find it, Steve?
There was nothing in the Tower of Enchantment that let you enchant something if that's what you were looking to do.
Oh, maybe I dreamed it.
Third, a burnt palm loosens the tongue. Shed a secret about yourself for all to hear. Does anyone have any secrets they're willing to share? Don't need to hear it now. Just for when we do this.
Well, if you share it now, it's not a secret by then.
Exactly.
Trying to think. I mean, nothing springs to mind that I haven't already told you all about. But sure,
I've got so many.
Yeah, Eris is just staring at Locke.
Yeah.
Would you mind sharing one when it comes to this?
A juicy one.
I wouldn't mind. You might.
Could you pick one that might not annoy me?
You have to keep an open mind.
If there are so many, surely one of them is cast
Yeah.
friendly.
Yeah, there will be one. There will
Okay.
definitely be one.
I've got one, but I don't want to spoil the surprise.
Well, we need two essentially. Someone needs to
Yes.
shed a secret, and someone has to have it coaxed from them. So
I'm able to cast Zone of Truth, so I can force someone to.
Or do we have any charmed person? That's an even lower. How do you say this? Not meta.
Resource.
Less
Oh.
taxing.
Coax a secret
Thank you.
from another. Oh. Yeah, if it's magic, surely you've got to make them say it,
Yeah.
not
Well, we
volunteer
could use
it.
Zone of Truth. No one has charmed person. Or do
Yeah.
they?
Well, even if you charm them, there's nothing that they're not required to tell you the truth.
True.
Locke has spent enough time in my head. He could rummage around in it if he needed to. Don't think I've got many secrets, but there's got to be something.
Locke, do you think rummaging around in her head would be a form of coaxing a secret? It's a form of magic.
Coaxing a secret. See, to me, that tells me it's more of a manipulating someone into revealing a secret rather than digging it out.
I don't know how.
I think the Zone of Truth seems to be the most direct.
Fair play. Just
application
looking
of
for
that line.
resource economy.
I understand. I have detect thoughts, but I think that's the same. The point Locke raised covers that too.
Well, I would be expending the exact same resource to dig through her thoughts. Second level spell, so.
Oh, okay. It's second. I thought it was first. And yeah, Zone of Truth. Hide thyself behind a mask. Does anyone have anything that can change their appearance?
I can change all of our appearance.
I can change
What
my
is it?
clothes.
I can wild shape.
I can, yeah, that's kind of what I do.
I've changed my clothes already. Look, I had a hole there previously. That hole is gone.
Like, it doesn't
As a,
cost you anything to change your appearance, does it, Locke?
No, just self-respect.
as a Furbolg, we have an innate ability to change our appearance once a day as well.
We've got 2 options there. That should be okay.
Does anyone have any poison?
Why?
For the 8th line.
I mean, I already offered to drink the poison. I mean, technically ale's poison. I've got some ale.
We can see if that works.
It's a rubbish poison, but
I can remove the poison from your system.
I think with this belt you don't need to.
I can't create a liquid for them to drink, but I can poison them.
I can't drink it though.
Does it say drink? Does it?
It says consume.
Consume. You could like shoot it up my nose or something.
It's touch, so.
Yeah, just like wedge your finger up there. I'd rather that than in my mouth. I don't really use poison.
You just need some poisonous plants.
What tower was that? Transmutation. Oh!
Was that where the one thing was?
That chest that you can take things out of it, what you need. Could we get poison from it?
Yeah, there's a value, isn't there? So I think if it's not over a certain value.
Just a cheap poison.
We got some weird...
Just a herb.
We got some weird stuff. And I remember I wanted the moss ball as a pet. And one of them was torpor. A creature subjected to this poison must succeed at a DC 15 Constitution saving throw.
Well done, Hazel. We do have something.
I'm pretty sure that was Steve.
Just a friendly reminder.
Yeah. Like I thought there was something. I was like, there's got to be a plant. There's got to be something.
I thought there was something, but I couldn't. Okay, so we've got that. And you are certain you can't be poisoned, Talk?
If you want.
It's quite hard to poison me. I definitely don't. Like, I don't feel the cold. I don't really mind the poison now.
Should I still remove it from your system instantly?
Depends what the poison is. If it's a cheap one, I think it'll be fine.
Eris, what did it do?
It's ingested. It's poison. So the creature subjected to this poison must succeed at a DC 15 Constitution saving throw or become poisoned for 4d6 hours. Poisoned creature is incapacitated.
I doubt it.
If he doesn't save, I'll just...
If I don't stay up, you'll know.
Yeah, it's not great, but we can do it.
You know me, constitution of an ox. 3 oxes, probably.
Whilst we're sat here talking, can we firebolt this bone to ashes?
That can work on that.
Put it in that brazier, maybe. Let it burn in there. In fact, we should probably get the whole skeleton. 1 bone enough to make a circle.
It doesn't say how big the circle needs to be. It's not very helpful.
Well, you've got to stand in it, and I would wager that if we're all doing different bits of this, we've all got to be in it. No, Herd and I
Well,
are
no,
not the
just the last
daintiest.
bit, so that's you, but you do have quite big feet.
Let's be safe. Better be safe than sorry. Won't hurt to have a tour.
Yeah.
Are we ready to do this? Once we've got these ashes, we're just heading to the...
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And I suspect when we do it, they're going to know and we need to move. Or do we do it there? Where do we do it?
We'll do it there.
Oh, we won't need to move then. We'll already be there.
Mythalore.
That's it, thank you.
All right then. Shall I burn the rest of this skeleton? I'm going to dash past. I bet it's going to electrocute me now.
Why are you doing this before the final fight?
I've got 139 hit points. I think I'll...
You're expendable.
How many, Matt?
139. That is because of the Feast of Heroes, to be fair. Without that, it's only 125. But, well, 135 with the blessing of Sunchap.
Sunchap.
Sunbro.
Oh my god.
Your blessing instantly drops as you say that.
Do we need more? We need more than one bone, right? And we need it to be ashes.
Yeah, go on, sorry.
All right, so I'll go by. I'll probably get zapped now. No. I should go up and gather the bones wherever they were. All of them. Were they in here somewhere?
This skeleton chap on the floor.
Oh, yeah. Oh, ran straight past him. I'll be like, oh, yeah, he's come back. Oh, that one.
You trip over his femur.
And then keep going.
Yeah.
I shall pick him all up and come back, come past again. I guess I need another deck save.
Yeah, let's do it. Ooh, good job you got advantage.
It is. I'm just embracing the barbarianness tonight.
He really is.
Is that fire hot?
Good.
This in the corner.
How are you checking?
Is it giving heat off?
I was going to say no, but because I've added the smoky animations, and I'm going to say yes.
It's like an illusionary smoke. It's not.
Yeah.
I shall put the bones in.
I shall be augmenting it with firebolts as try and heat it up even more. Quickly burn them off.
I mean, I don't think they'll burn, but once they're proper hot and weakened, then you need to grind them down. Who's got a pestle and thingy.
Oh.
In fact, give me your shield, Herd.
Why?
Well, I'm going to crush the bones under it. You don't mind if it's a bit ashy, do you?
Is it really ash if you crush bones?
I've been to enough ceremonies to know that bones is usually the bit left. The fire needs to be really hot to turn it to ash.
You crush them and then burn them. Should help.
I'll rather than giving Tuck my shield, I will hand over Dirth's warhammer. That'll probably fare a little better than my shield.
We'll see how we get on, and then if there's still bones, we'll give them a smash and put them back in.
Illifander, please find a place for this poor soul in your everlasting light. We apologise for the improper
Hey, some dude.
Usage of its body.
I mean,
Right.
he literally is in everlasting light right now in that brazier.
I mean, if he's still, like, if his soul's still here after all this time, then the afterlife's a bit
just
unfair.
It's not the best of burials for their remains, is it? But we need it.
I don't think being frozen to the floor of a sports arena is for 3,000 years is probably that great either. At least he'll be saving the world. Or she. Or they. I don't know. They'll be saving the world. Or they'll be there when it ends. Either way.
They'll be saving the world.
Yeah.
So over the course of going to be at least an hour, I would say, you manage to grind, burn, enough bone to believe you can make a circle big enough for one person to step into out of the ash of the bone. With that pocketed away, what's the plan?
To the Mifla.
Quick and quiet, although, let's face it, Herd and I kind of struggle with the quick and quiet. The quick, not so much. The quiet,
The quick is
quite
fine,
a
the
lot.
quiet less so, yeah.
Yeah, but we can try.
Okay.
If we
That's the way.
shove lots of snow in Herd's armour, it might be quieter for a few minutes.
I think you just replace the clanging with crunching.
That is true.
Or it'd be really soggy.
Yeah, you might catch a cold.
You've been pretty much right round the city at this point. Most of the time, the central spire has been within visible range, and you've surmised that access to the tower is not via the central area. It's be via one of the outlying shoots or spires or tendrils of this strange architecture.
Do we know yet what this is going to do?
That's a saying.
It's something of great magical power. An energy source. That's all we really know, I think. Perhaps we can use it to recharge the
Summer Star.
Summer Star. Thank you. And use that to help us in the battle. That's why we came here, to find something to help us in the battle, is it not?
Yeah.
Steve, are we meant to be able to see?
Yeah, I'm just looking at the stream and I don't know why it's all still black.
Tokens?
Oh,
Oh,
Is that better?
yes.
I love it. It's weird.
yeah, it's really weird.
It's like a
Bit Baba
tripod.
Yaga, but
Yeah, tripod castle.
yeah.
So, following one of those tendrils down to ground level, you would see that the main one that looks like, the main passageway would terminate over towards the main entrance of the city. Almost, or nearby the Chain Lightning Stadium.
Where everybody currently is.
Almost directly opposite where you, from where you are now.
Do we need to go in there or do it out here or?
I believe we have to go in.
Let's go then.
Quietly, trying to avoid the cold light walkers, because we are going to be right up in.
I mean, if we can avoid them, avoid them. I think as soon as one sees us, they'll all know. So
I'm almost sure as soon as we start this ceremony, something's likely to give us away, because things are never that easy.
ceremonies are usually quite noisy, aren't they? And bright and yeah. I'll go first then.
Quietly as possible, everybody.
Oh yeah. I'll start
So-
walking.
Proceeding stealthily across the city. Group stealth check, please.
Pass without a trace.
Pass without trace.
Thank you, Arius.
Yes.
Oh, heard.
It's 11 though.
True. This is true. Are you saying that because you got 13?
Yeah, I mean, slightly better. Mine was with the 10 though, so yeah.
Okay, 1 second.
It is very icy. I get it. I get it.
Okay. Over the course of the next 30 to 45 minutes, pick your way through the city, stopping as you hear, not just looking for the lights, you hear the soft padding of big wolves prowling through the streets. And even now, which is new, you hear some heavier footsteps in the distance, and you can just see the rusted helmets and bony faces of frost giant skeletons beginning to enter the city as well. Will you make it to the central spire? Main chute. It has a big arch made of a smooth dark stone, and links up way above, behind you into the main tower. And on the gate there is engraved arcane sigils set into the base of this strut.
Thread reader, what are those sigils?
I shall look.
Does it say closed on Sundays?
What day is it?
Are they,
It says no parking.
are they in the same sort of script we found elsewhere in Draconic?
Yeah, it simply says perform the rite of the Arcane Octad to enter.
This is it. This is where we have to do it.
I guess you're starting. You have the Nether wand.
We shall. Are we all ready? Have we got all the components? Let's just make sure we've got everything ready first.
I am stood by Tok with some ashes.
Where's the poison?
While you're checking,
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
I'm ready for fire, I think.
Yep.
I'm ready for disguising myself and zone of truthing.
We each just have to do part of it, or do we each have to do the whole thing?
No, I don't think we all need to do it just all together.
I'm hopeful the ritual allows us to do it as a group. I think we should try it first. Maybe when you drink the poison talk, don't drink all of it, just in case we have to repeat it.
Okay, sip the poison then.
We'll get out a little cup and she'll tip a little bit of poison into the cup, just ready to hand him the cup, just to make sure.
Yeah.
I'll just take the cup and just hold it really close to my face.
Ready?
Well, I shall take the branch nether oak and kind of knock some of the smaller branches off it, try and turn it into sort of one stick, and I shall use it as an arcane focus to cast shield on myself.
Okay.
Lock, firebolt.
Okay.
But I shall say the line from the Octad as we do it.
Okay.
Which is what?
Shield thy heart with a wand from the nether oak.
Yeah, a hell of a lot of fire there. I count as fire in my hand.
Okay.
And a
Summon
secret.
a flame in the palm of your hand. And now shed a secret.
Oh, I was the one with the secret. I know what human bodies taste like.
Jesus. I mean,
Who?
sweet
I'll
I-
supplement the information by saying I was at the time undercover with a group of cannibals. So I was playing the long game.
Heard, know the truth, please.
Unpack this later.
Oh,
If someone doesn't say their line, I'm saying it, by the way.
I mean,
someone tell me a secret.
I mean, if I had to choose anyone out of us that would have tried that, Locke is the one, but still.
Doc, tell me a secret.
Like another one.
Another
Tom.
one.
Oh, Locke, somebody tell me a secret.
Tok will look at Locke, almost with like
Look at
a
me.
pleading expression, like, you've got another one, right? It can't be worse than that.
Again, can people actually hear me?
We can.
Can
So rather than Eris will step forward, and before I met you all, I didn't want to live. And then she just hides in the bottom of Cassie's cloak.
I have no idea we have so much in common.
Before this gets any more worrying, I'll summon a ice flame in my hand and hold it over the top of. Just clasp my hand with the ice flame over the top of Locke's hand with the flame and quench it.
Okay.
Heard.
You're
I
muted.
can't hear you now.
I use my one use of disguise self.
Okay.
And I will turn into. I think, for the sake of it, with him not really having spent that much time thinking about it, he'll turn into like a slightly taller Cass. Because he can only change like 1 foot in height, and he's just like,
it's like a 7-foot cat.
It'd be a 6-foot Cass.
Oh yeah.
How disturbing.
That was a choice.
Well, you were You were the one talking to me.
Yeah, and your hair's better than mine, so why? And I'll start making a little circle of ash around.
You would
Cock.
look good tall. I'm not gonna lie. You're fine.
That's bad.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know. I'm having many mixed feelings right now. They're very confusing.
I hope those aren't your last words. Drink the poison, Tuck.
Oh yeah, I'll just knock it back.
Outside the circle?
No, inside it. I'll step
I
inside it.
made the ash around him.
Okay.
I wouldn't have moved. I was too scared of ruining it. I will drink the poison. What do I need to roll? DC 15.
As it happens, nothing, because you are immune. You see a slight shimmer in front of you. There's no fanfare, there's no audible alarm or anything visible. There's just a slight fizzle. And that's it. Nothing else changes. The gate stands before you.
Allow me, and I'll try and open it, just in case it electrocutes everyone.
It does. It does open.
It does electrocute everyone.
The door opens inwards into a dark chamber, and upwards you see just this open cavern tube disappear up high and curve over into the distance, so you can't quite see what's at the top.
I assume we close it behind us.
Yes.
You'll go in?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. As you all go in and shut the door behind you, familiar to most of you now, actually, is the sense of the floor leaving your feet as you slowly levitate up the tunnel. And as you progress up the tunnel, lights sort of wink into existence, wink out to existence as you pass by, so you can see where you're going. And after a few minutes of this slow travel, you find yourself at the termination of this tunnel, and onto a quite wide, actually, sort of platform facing the main facade of the central city spire.
If Dragonborn were meant to fly, they'd have been born dragons. Can we, there's no more flying, right? That's it for now. That's all of the flying for today, right?
Promise that.
Can't promise you I won't make you fly. Because the occasion might demand it.
Only if you have to.
Big set of mahogany doors in front of you. Light from stained glass, and within kind of...
There's a face in there.
Shine down, illuminating. As you approach the door, those that do approach hear a voice in your head. No language, as it's telepathic almost. Does politely ask you to leave.
Politely west entry. We mean you no harm. We seek aid. Not just for us, many lie.
It's almost like a Siri that hasn't quite understood the the voice command. It kind of repeats the message, just reverts back to what it knows,
Damn it.
and says, or within your mind says, "Could you please leave?"
What will happen if we don't leave?
If you could please leave the central spire, that would be most appreciated.
Okay, I'm guessing it's this way to leave. I'll step towards the door.
Can you make what's the I'm going to guess wisdom saving throw.
Oh, but do I get plus from being next to herd? +3. 2 +3. 14.
14. Okay. Everyone present, could you make that save also, please? While I just check what the spellcasting stat is.
I'm gonna get possessed again. Sorry. Oh, is it +4? Jim.
No.
It is wisdom. It is a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, it is a +4 now.
Okay, it's 15 then.
Oh, then I'm 6.
This is a charm effect in case that affects anybody's save.
Elves.
I didn't include the extra from her, so mine's 21.
Okay.
I got an 11.
You got an 11.
I have a feature which I'm checking now because I think I have
Okay.
some. I have an advantage on it. Yes.
Anybody that
I have
rolls
advantage on it. Yeah.
11 or less are compelled to turn around and head back down the tunnel via the suggestion spell.
So who's that? Thread reader.
No, I got 17.
Oh,
Yeah,
I thought you got 2.
You got 2.
It's me.
It's hard.
One second. But
Oh, that was
did
9
you-
minutes ago. Yeah.
All right.
Did her take +3 or +4?
It's the +4,
Okay.
I think.
I'm just wondering whether that's what it rolled. Because I can see a +3 and a +4, and I can't remember which way around it is. If I see Herd wandering off, can I kick him in the shins?
Sure. Do you intending to do damage?
I'm a little goblin girl. I doubt there's much I can do, but I want to see if I can. I've seen this happen enough. Does it jolt him a little bit?
I think Toc's oblivious that anything even happened, so he's just opening the door.
You can make an unarmed attack. Well, you automatically hit, but you can roll for damage. Roll a d4, please. Okay. You take 1 point of bludgeoning damage to your shin, Herd, and you blink and come to. Decide that what a stupid idea it would be to go back to where you came.
That was weird.
That wasn't as awful as it could have been.
Did Belin take a save? If she walks off, I'm not kicking her.
No.
We need her. We need her.
Who we?
She's
more
almost
bodies to take
Yeah.
damage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's fine.
and she's almost useful now.
Can we put Barden and Tok on the front? Because looking
Yeah.
at Locke looks down at himself and looks at Tok and is like, I feel like you need to kill 2 of me to kill 1 of Tok. So I have half your HP.
Cass closes the doors.
Okay, so the map doesn't represent it, but the room that you enter, it was just the sound that hits you first. This chamber music washes over you as you enter this magnificent ballroom. In contrast to the desolate frozen ruins that you've just left behind outside, dozens of people mill around in here, dressed in flowing silk garments and holding colourful hand masks and feathered fans. Noble courtiers laugh and gossip, and servants mill amongst them. Little trays of canapes and sugary treats and drinks being offered, and there's just like a low murmur and the occasional giggle and laughter.
Do they acknowledge our entrance?
There's no real commotion or acknowledgement.
Do they look corporeal?
Yeah. You can make a perception check if you like.
Much appreciated. Perception 24.
They look incredibly real. But there's an occasional, I don't know how other or better way to describe it than reality falters. So a step, as someone steps or goes to reach for something, there's a flicker and it almost repeats, almost like a deja vu.
I'll say to everyone they're not real.
So pretty.
Not even the canapes.
Try one.
I'll try one.
You lean out, reach out to take one from one of these silvered platters as it moves through the room, being held aloft by one of the servants. And although you can grip and lift the canapé, there's zero weight to it. There's no weight to it. You can eat it, but you don't feel anything when it enters your body.
That's the saddest thing that I've seen all day.
Not like the last food we.
No, quite the opposite. I think
Can
it's
I
some kind of low protein food.
Can I attempt to address the waiter, server, whoever is holding it?
Yeah.
See if they... Hello?
Oh, hello, Mom. Canapé?
Oh, no, thank you. What is this place?
This is a Thrin, of course.
I meant more specifically, what's going on in this room? What is this room?
It's a ballroom, Mom.
To be fair, even I can tell it's a ballroom.
Okay. Is there an event taking place?
Oh, yes, Mom.
And what would that be?
Well, a celebration of our successes. Everyone needs to
General-
kick back from time to time.
General successes or a specific one?
Oh, general, of course.
This is a party.
It's a party. Yes, Mom.
Thank you. Can you tell me what these doors lead to? I'll point at every door I can see.
Oh, just elsewhere in the tower, Mom.
Oh, you're so
Just-
incredibly vague.
Oh, nothing for you to concern yourself with, Mom. There'd be the kitchens and The utility rooms. All the excitement is in here. This is where you should be.
But we would be permitted to take a look. We're curious, you see.
If you wish, Mum.
Thank you. I think it's safe to explore.
This does not feel like somewhere we're going to solve the problem that we've got.
Heard, talk. Can we explore together? Oh my goodness.
First is just
Can
prancing
someone
around the
follow
dance
that?
floor, trying to copy the steps of the. Or
Yeah,
the dance.
I'm right behind them.
No, you're following me. We're all following talk. Okay. I'll
Okay,
thank
I'll
you,
go
Grid Reader.
towards.
Oh, thank you.
Following talk.
Yeah, let's split the
Who
party.
wants to know
We're all
about what
about to
area?
die.
Right, okay. So, talk and Cass. Yeah, more servants. You would say it's more like a this is the bar area where all the drinks are coming from. More well-dressed revelers milling around, talking loudly. Yeah, a beautiful stained glass window on the eastern wall there. Yeah, a more private area for eating where you are, Talk. Guys over on the left-hand side of the room. That's more like a den. Again, courtiers lounging on those luxurious cushions and smoking from long pipes and eating various delicate-looking fruits. Harp music, big harp on the back wall, strings being plucked magically, filling the room with horns and music. Beautiful.
This is not what we thought it was, Cass.
We've not explored everywhere. Don't worry yet. If I look out the stained glass window, can I see the city below?
Yes.
Can I see the searchlights?
Yes.
They're still going, or do they feel like they're concentrating in our direction?
They are beginning to disperse once more, having congregated on the Chain Lightning Stadium and found nothing. They're now beginning to disperse once more, but not. Make a perception check, please.
That is a relief.
Yeah, but not in any sort of concentrated way that would lead you to believe that your entrance to the tower has been detected. More of a general disbursement, having not found anything where they were looking.
I will share that information with Talk, as there's no one else to share it with.
Oh, if this has all been for nothing.
Don't think
Hey,
like that.
Thread reader. Beyond this door looks a little unsettling. If you want to take a peek, I kind of get the feeling it's more up your alley than mine.
Let's have a quick look and then we'll wait for the others.
That doesn't sound worrying at all.
Did you guys find anything in that other room?
I almost suspect we're not supposed to see this part of the map.
Somebody just stepped out of a 800-foot high tower.
Well, there was a door there.
Right. Did you see floor?
No. You didn't specify.
Flying!
It was just you didn't
ask.
specify. It was just a
You
sheer
didn't
fucking
ask.
You didn't
drop.
ask.
That's true.
Did you step out or didn't you?
I did.
You did step out. Strangely, the floor is solid underfoot,
Oh,
though invisible.
Oh,
that's really weird.
Herd, do you have a death wish?
I think as Herd steps out, someone should just point down so that he suddenly sees the.
Herd!
Wait.
Herd!
Oh, wait.
Stop! I'm like doing a stage whisper because I feel like I'm at a party making a scene. Let me get Eris. Let's stick together.
Where is Eris?
She's dancing.
Let her dance. It might be the last time.
I will
Yes,
walk
first
over and take Eris's hand and do a little twirl and twirl her in the direction of everyone else.
And she's really happy as she's twirling, and then she realizes what you're all doing, and suddenly she looks annoyed.
Be a lot more parties, don't worry.
Never been to a party before.
Make sure you get to go to one. We need to stick together.
If we live.
This isn't a party. Party has good food and drink, and this food is empty and bland. We'll show you a good party.
I'm just going to sit down on those steps until everyone else catches up. Just look, death stare at everyone from across the invisible bridge.
So it's like we're stepping out into a chasm?
Yeah, oh god, yeah. You look down and it's hundreds of feet.
I'm just going to gently put my foot out and test it, because you never know.
You feel
Herd
resistance.
Oh, Herd can't fly. It's a floor.
Can I just say I don't trust this floor at all.
Quickly, please.
Me either. Let's go quick.
It's really very quick.
I don't know whether we should go at all without securing what happens if we. Okay.
Yeah. Half of them are there, half of them are here.
Hey, I can fly. If needed. If anyone wants to also fly, they can stand near me and maybe walk hand in hand.
Sorry.
Look, which
Okay.
bit of a person did you eat? Was it a hand or?
They passed me a chunk of meat. I didn't ask.
Either.
I didn't ask which of the other prisoners it was either.
I think it's not asking is probably the best method here, Tonk.
I like to imagine her probably leaning over to Tark going, it was probably the penis.
Yeah, like a mysterious sausage. Like
Yeah.
a dubious sausage.
This may be one of the last conversations we ever had.
Mystery
No.
kielbasa.
How fitting would it be?
I'm not sure it's the only time he's eaten one of those.
Dance over the mirrored surfaces of this chamber. 11 alcoves extend from the walls like the points of a star. Each one narrow into a niche where a gently glowing crystal is mounted 5 feet above the floor. The air seems to hum with pent-up power.
Are they hovering, or is there something mounting them? Are they kind of on a chain or something?
Mounted, it says. 5 feet above the floor. I guess they're on pedestals.
Go and have a close look at one of the crystals.
Suddenly the crystals brighten. All of them. Soft rays begin to extend out centrally into the center of the room, gradually increasing in intensity. What would you like to do?
Well, I'm probably blind.
I'm going. They're all focusing on the center of the room.
Yeah.
I'm going to take out the summer star and hold it where they focus.
Okay. As the beams continue to intensify, and they kind of move and crisscross and intersect with your hand in the middle as well. You begin to see form, humanoid shape.
Ew.
Bald man wearing a long purple gown. But as he fully materializes, his face breaks into a smile as he sees you.
Greetings.
Oh, hello, and welcome.
My name is Morgul, but Threadreader to my friends.
Well, it's an absolute pleasure to meet you, Threadreader, if you don't mind. My name is Everlast.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Everlast. Can I ask you what this chamber is?
This chamber is the entrance to further up the tower. And as you look up, you see there is a hatch. About 30 feet up.
Flying. I wonder if I could throw someone 30 foot.
I was kind of just wondering the same. Well, I was thinking more carry someone and climb the wall, but
Oh, I got that potion.
Is
That weird potion with the three different colours that won't mix. I thought you said it was a climbing potion. Fred Reader, ask him if he knows of anything that can kill a god.
I'll get there. Talk.
Yeah.
Everlast. I wonder if you can help. We're looking for the Mythala.
Oh, yes. Yes, it's underneath this tower. You probably saw it on your way through the city.
We must have walked past it and not realised. What does it look like?
It's pretty hard to miss, I must be honest. Nevertheless, it's a large circular construction, the source of most of the magic for the city, particularly the means by which the city historically would have flown. Alas, not to be anymore.
What caused the fall of the city?
We are not 100% sure. Alas, a few people survived following the crash, but I must say I can only draw my own conclusion in that it happened not long after the recovery of the artifact from the ocean.
Which artifact?
The spindle.
Do you know what this spindle is?
No. An ancient Ostorian relic, I'm afraid. That was the main purpose of the city and the residents therein, archaeologists, if you will. The Ostorians were ancient. What the hell was that?
What was that?
Scared the life out of me.
Who was it?
Me too.
Was that Jim? Jim's got a sheepish face on. Why not? What? No one did that, or was that
me?
Anyway.
What was it? Honestly, someone knows.
I know of the Ostorians. Where is this relic held?
In the upper levels of the tower, I believe they put it in the stasis chamber for further study.
I too am an archaeologist.
What I can say is shortly after the recovery of that artifact, I guess further experiments were done on it. Magic ceased to exist across the city for a short period of time. Alas, magic keeps the city afloat, and hence it fell.
Well, well, well. This is interesting.
What else is up there?
The master of this tower would be up there, maybe still conducting experiments. Who can say for sure? I don't see much of him. In fact, I only see things when this chamber is activated, of course. Though I can travel almost anywhere within this tower at will.
The master, Iriolarthas.
That's the fellow, yes. Grand Lich. Of course, how can anyone hope to conduct the works in a single lifetime that we were endeavouring here? Yes.
When was this chamber last activated?
About 2,000 years ago. That's how long we've been sitting here in this ice block.
What happens when it activates? What's its purpose?
It's not the chamber, you see, milady. It's the chamber is where it's being kept, but it's the artifact within. This spindle is the term they were all using, and it seems the spindle activated, and magic ceased to function. Over time, some functions have returned, as you can see. He gestures around some of the magical lights in the sconces and other similar minor magical effects.
Would the master take kindly to visitors?
Well, that would depend on what your intentions are. I mean, my standing orders, of course, are to try and repair and return the city to its former glory. But alas, resources are quite thin.
I suppose we could offer help with that if we can get help in exchange.
How do we obtain entrance to the chamber above? Is there a way for us all to travel up there?
Yes, you can fly up.
Is there a way into the Mythalar from this tower, or do we need to go back out and?
No, you could exit via the way you came, or again with the power of flight, you could simply float down. And I'm assuming if you've made it this far, then the force field no longer prevents access to it. But to use the Mythalar, you would need to attune to it. That would be difficult if the master doesn't wish you to. Alas, he is already attuned to it, and only by his will would he need to be allowed to attune to it as well. typically this was reserved for all the other masters of each of the schools of magic. Though I doubt any of them live still.
Where's the master so we can ask him?
You can, of course, try, madam.
Does
Where is he?
Somewhere in this tower.
Does he
He's
move
quite
around?
capricious. Sorry?
So he moves around a lot, so he could be anywhere.
Very rarely leaves the tower, but he does on occasion to gather information on any new interlopers into the city. Interlopers are his term, not mine, of course.
Is he friendly?
To anyone wishing to restore the city?
What if we just want to save everything? And that kind of includes the city.
You must understand that he's lived quite some time, and I'm not sure his appreciation of the world is as you would expect.
But if we ask nicely enough, and we have good reason, do you think he would help us?
There's always the chance, my dear.
Okay. Thank you.
I mean,
You're very welcome.
Seems to me you already failed to save your world. We're trying to save ours. That's what we want help with. Help us not make the same mistakes you did.
Well, normally we were able to make mistakes. We would use the obelisk at the northern side of the city to simply reverse time and start again. Alas, when the city came crashing down, the obelisk too became broken. There may be still be some power there, but I don't know if it's possible to use it now.
Well, one was the city contained before it fell.
It was at the forefront of research into histories.
It sounds like we need to speak to the master.
It does. And it sounds like we need to frame this correctly. Lich is immortal. They could quite easily show us absolutely no interest and think us absolutely unable to be of use. We need to be interested in restoring the city as much as saving our own world, I think.
We can
It needs
ask.
to be a trade.
I mean, the climate can't help in city restoration, and that's part of what we're trying to change.
I suppose what I'm saying is be careful about what you say. We don't want to anger them.
I think we have to approach this delicately and approach it with our accepting we're asking a great boon of a very powerful being.
Can one of us fly up to that hatch and let down a secure rope?
I can drink that potion and climb up there. if there is
Please
a way
just
to.
do be very careful. Time can erode the Lich's reason and memory. Be careful.
Thank you.
I can fly up there.
How many of us should fly up there?
Again, economic with resources. If one flies and the rest can climb. Unless that person who flies is able to carry everybody else, but we may need a
But
quick way out.
Locke and I could go up together and keep each other safe and attach a rope. If he goes up by himself, he might get attacked. We don't know.
No, that's a fair point.
Up there.
My resource would be a lot more expensive to go up there.
Oh, I can go up. It's fine.
How high is it?
30 feet.
Well.
Eris will just start to shimmer, so she'll take on her starry form. And this is new, so give me a second just to make sure I'm doing the right thing. I believe. And I have a flying speed of 10 feet when I'm in dragon. Yes. So kind of like the stars kind of form a little kind of top kind of skull kind of over Eris.
Okay.
And then she'll get little wings and off she'll go. I got rope? Has someone got rope? Someone give me rope.
I have rope.
Oh, I've just found I've got carrying crawler mucus in my pack and I don't understand what it is.
You've got weird hobbies. We didn't judge you for it.
Oh, I do have rope, but yeah, between us, I'll just take the rope and I will fly up and try and find somewhere secure to attach it.
Yeah, you open the hatch. There's a hatch there first. You open the hatch.
Can I knock on it first before I just open it, just to be polite?
Sure. Make a perception check.
Sorry for the intrusion. 26.
Yeah, you don't hear any reaction. You just hear faintly flowing water and gentle hum from the other side of the hatch.
Astrid, you're not doing anything nefarious. Then I'll start attaching the rope.
Okay, what are you attaching it to? The hatch itself?
No, so I want the hatch. So I take it it's like a trapdoor hatch.
Yeah.
So up and over.
Yeah.
Is there? So I'm imagining there's going to be
Let
something.
me show
to
you what you
close
see.
it. Yes, please. Thank you.
So you peer up. It's an oval hall, glittering with frost. You can see on the two opposite sides of the wall, and one on the north side, there's these little fountains that just have water running through, not frozen. But there's a 10-foot radius dome, translucent ice enclosing the area around the opening of the shaft there where you emerge. The far end of the hall, down to the south, two blade-shaped patches of pitch darkness hover in the air to either side of that double door. And on the north side, a glowing green crystal, roughly the size of a human fist, is set into the arch above.
The ice again? Was there an ice dome? am I imagining that?
There's an ice dome, yeah.
So is
You
it
can
like a complete, or is there like a doorway?
It's complete as far as you can tell, yeah. It's magical.
But so I'm stuck inside the dome and can't.
Yes.
Okay.
It's almost like one of those observation bubbles in the zoo.
Yeah. Shit. What have I got? Have I got something that will work? Have I got a pitten? I've got some pittons. Can
Okay.
I hit in some pittons and get someone to climb up who can then hit them in a bit more strongly than I can?
You can try.
Okay.
Are you going to try and hit some in, or are you going to see if somebody else can fly up and hit them in, or?
I'm gonna try and get like someone up to help me kind of secure stuff. So
Okay.
I'm gonna give it a go, and then I'm gonna kind of like hold on to it as well as it being in the pittons,
Okay.
and try and hopefully it's not one of the bigger, heavier people climbing up.
Okay.
I'll shout this down.
Who's coming up? And how are you getting there?
Can anyone get up there, or do I need to be casting spells?
I can try and climb.
Yeah, there is a rope now. It's just
And what's the rope attached to?
I've put some pittons in, but
Oh,
Eris
okay.
isn't that strong. So I'm a
Give me
bit
a
worried
strength
about.
check, please.
Yeah, I'm worried
Just a
about
straight strength.
everyone just trying to climb up and it going terribly. Oh, 17.
Oh, wow. Okay. The pitten looks solid. Okay. But as you're walloping this pitten into the side of the stonework, you notice there's a reverberation from the striking of the hammer against the pitten, and it kind of vibrates things within the room. At one of your stronger hits with the hammer, the green crystal kind of vibrates, and the light that it emits flickers, and so does the dome.
The dome flickers as in it momentarily doesn't exist, or is it light within the dome flickers?
It was a fraction of a second. It's hard to tell.
Touch the dome. Does it feel like ice?
It's not cold.
Is it reacting? Like, is it just a solid thing, or is there any kind of?
It's solid so far as you can't push through it. It's like a force field.
I will continue hitting at the pitten and try and just secure that rope so someone can climb up.
Okay. You find it or believe it to be secure, attach the rope to it. And anybody else that wants to attempt to climb up can do.
Okay, I'll
Just
climb up,
be
and then
careful.
if I fail, I'll just cast fly on myself. So can I just climb up?
Yeah.
Okay. Did I make it to the top all right?
Yeah. You can climb.
Okay. I'll just shout, "It's secure if you weigh almost nothing," which is what I weigh.
I'll try next, I guess. If it can hold me, it can hold everybody.
Okay. I mean, there's nowhere to climb out onto at the moment because it's domed off, but you can get so far up the rope and kind of look past vaguely into the room, but you're running out of space on the rope.
Cass, should we tell Herd that he still looks like a really tall version of you, or do you think he's forgotten?
I'm aware. Herd has probably forgotten.
Should we move out of the way then?
You can't,
So I'm
because
not.
there's the force field around the circumference of that hole.
Oh,
It's almost like a tiny hut over the top.
hold on. I might have a thing for this. I do, and I have it prepared. Oh.
I might
sure?
also have a thing for this. What do you have?
I do have it prepared, but I don't think I have the spell slots.
Okay.
I can't remember.
Is it something to dispel it?
Yes.
Okay. Well, if you don't mind, I'm just gonna teleport myself out of it.
You little dick.
All right. Can I miss a step out of the dome? Oh, I see.
Is that a teleportation effect, isn't it?
Yes.
In which case, I think you can.
Okay. I'm not gonna go towards the swords though. I'm gonna go to the other side.
Okay, you're going
I
up
can
the top
teleport out
side.
there. Okay. Right. Does it look any different from this side?
No, it's a force field that's it's got a slight covering of ice over the top, but it must be an effect rather than actually being ice.
Okay. Right. Do I see anything in the room that could possibly bring this down?
Well, looking around the room again, you see the two swords down the bottom.
Okay.
You see some gentle water features and a glowing green crystal set into the top of the room.
Can I telekinetic mage hand poke that crystal?
You can.
Okay. Just in case any of you are terrified, I do have a way to get one of you past this dome. I just don't want to waste all my spell slots doing this.
There's a dome up there, is there?
Yeah. What do you want to do with it if you pick it up?
Initially, I will just wiggle it a bit, see if it moves.
Okay. Yeah, it's loose. You imagine it would come free if needed, or if you persevered.
Okay, I'll remove it then.
Okay. As you remove it and it jiggles around and moves, you see the dome flicker a lot more heavily this time, as if it's passing in and out of existence. Not quick enough for anybody to get through.
Okay.
Yeah, but it would seem that there's a clear link.
Okay, but I can't completely remove it.
Yeah, it's removed. It's free.
Oh, it's removed. I see.
But it only flickered sort of as you initially moved it, and yeah.
Right. Okay, I'm gonna holding the crystal, bringing the crystal close to me and just holding it. Well, I'm not gonna touch it, but I'm just gonna hold it near me. Does it? Examining it, do I get anything more from it?
It looks brittle, and it looks like it may have sustained some damage already.
Okay. Right. So how high up is this?
Oh, it's probably shoulder height.
Okay. So can I look underneath where the crystal was?
Yeah, there's just some open palms and that statue.
Okay.
Set to take it.
Okay, can I put the crystal back then?
Yeah.
Let's see what the dome does as I put it back.
Yeah, as it makes contact again with the statue, and it kind of grates against the stone of the statue, more flickering of the dome. It's almost like
Okay.
a loose electrical connection.
I see. I think might be broken then. Is that what I'm gathering?
What was your thought?
That this thing might be a bit broken, like it's not working properly.
Yes. Well,
Yes.
And in addition, that its function would be to support or at least create the dome.
Yeah.
So if it was to be broken further, then perhaps the dome would cease to exist.
I see. Destroy the statue. Right. Don't have the things to destroy the statue because it can't think, and I imagine it's fireproof. Which are the two things I can do, and it won't feel disgusted by my tentacles.
Well, not necessarily the statue, but rather the gem itself.
The gem. Oh, the gem itself. I see. So I think that's where the issues with the gem, rather than a mechanical issue with the statue.
Yes. Yeah.
Right. In that case, can I try to smash the gem against the wall?
Try. How are you going to do that?
Floor?
Just throw it.
Yeah, I guess I'll get it 30 feet up in the air with my mage hand and then just release it and watch it drop on the ground.
Okay. 30 feet up. I won't ask you to roll anything for that. It shatters into multiple pieces across the floor.
Okay.
And with that, the dome fades. And I will bring everyone else in who's not here. Anybody else that wishes to come, that is.
Beware the wiggling swords, I'll say to everyone as they climb up. Which I did not create or have anything to do with.
Wiggling swords.
He's missing. Anyone missing? I think I've got everyone, haven't I?
Yep.
Yeah, we've got Berlin.
Bellin's there.
Guide Raider, please don't walk towards them.
Can't move outside this dome.
Why is there what?
Can you move us outside the dome, please?
Oh, sorry. I forgot I still had that. Oh, shit. Now I'm making walls where they don't exist. Hang on. Hang on. It's all coming together. There you go.
Bring it down.
Sorry, I just trod on your toes, Cass. Did that thing where both dodge out the way and dodge the same way.
So you clamber out, the last of you, one after another, up the rope. Crawl out onto the dusty floor. This oval, circular chamber. What's the plan?
Didn't the pink guy say we needed to go down? Why have we come up?
Are you looking for the master somewhere in the tower?
Oh, we have to go up to go down.
No,
Is it a magic
mean,
thing?
We want to go down to see the Mythalar eventually, but we need to ask the permission of the master first, who is somewhere in the tower, somewhere up here.
The master's name?
Iriolarthas.
How did you know that?
We read it, didn't we?
Oh.
Yeah, you picked it up from somewhere.
Excuse me. Iriolarthas.
There's a glowing green thing over there.
No, that's shattered into hundreds of pieces on the floor now.
But please be careful about the shadow things.
Yeah. Can you all roll for initiative as Herd gets a little bit too curious to those swords?
We're going to have to get through those swords eventually anyway.
Yeah, Ritholius could have
It's
lured
crap.
us in.
So, what are you looking at here? Let's see if we can show you some artwork of footage. No, not that one. One sec. There we go. So it's almost like a slash in reality, or a moving shadow where there's no reason for a shadow to be cast, and the form is vaguely sword-like. And as you approach those doors, they become more alert and active and head to the nearest person. In the meantime, Tok is aware, shouts out and reacts first. What would you like to do, Tok?
I guess they would. Yeah, they would probably hear him shout out, but I don't think it would be any kind of tangible words. It would just be a kind of animalistic roar, and he will charge to about there.
Okay.
And I will try and strike them. Probably going to regret it.
Okay, let's see what happens.
I'm not going to rage right now, but I'm probably going to regret that as well. Oh dear.
11 doesn't have any effect.
Oh no. 13. I don't know what I'm fighting.
Just hits.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. 8 points of slashing damage, and I might as well bonus action blunt end if I'm not going to rage.
Hey!
Oh, where's Thomas?
Well worth it. YouTube.
I did more damage with the blunt end.
Every time. Every time, man.
Yeah. Blunt ends. I clearly need to put the blade on the blunt end, and then the blunt end would be so powerful.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else?
I think he's just missing because he doesn't know what he's fighting. It's this weird absence of something rather than something.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's odd. I will just turn back and what the hell are we fighting?
Okay. And you will know what you're fighting as it strikes back at you, Tok.
I'm 10 foot away, by the way. So I'm guessing it will.
It moves. It moves.
Yeah.
You, 16.
Yeah. No.
Oh.
Sorry,
okay.
I'm so used to just getting hit all the time. I just said yes out of instinct.
Okay. It swings towards you, and you don't even parry so much as just sidestep out of the way. Threadreader.
Oh, it's only got one attack. That's.
I'm going to step back a bit. As I step back, fire a little firebolt at the other one. Electric firebolt.
Yeah. And that'll hit.
14 lightning damage.
14 lightning damage. Okay. Yeah, you see crackling energy coruscate along nothing. It's just, as Tok described it beautifully, it's an absence of matter, and almost all matter all at the same time.
And I shall, as a bonus action, summon my moat.
Okay. Do you need me to put that on?
I think I can do it. There we
You've
go.
got it. Perfect. Okay, lock.
The swords. No, my thing. I'm just gonna throw a firebolt at them.
Fireballs. Okay, roll to hit. Which one?
The
On the right
one.
or underneath Tok?
Yeah, the one that's on the right away from them.
Okay.
Gonna move as well.
27 hits. Yeah, definitely. Seven fire damage. Okay.
And I don't actually think don't think there's anything else that would be useful. So that's it.
Okay. The next sword closes in to you, Herd. We'll make an attack. Swings. $15, I guess, misses.
It does indeed.
Eris.
Now at the start of my turn, change my starry form, so I'll just set foot down on the landing.
Okay.
Change my starry form to Archer.
Mm-hmm.
And that doesn't seem to use anything. It's just
Yeah, it's just
something
3.
I can do. I'll use my bonus action. Take a starry form shot, which it's now. That's fine.
Oh, unlucky.
Misses the one that was coming towards me. And so then with the other hand, at the other one, I will cast Guiding Bolt.
Oh, wouldn't believe it. Unlucky.
And then I'm going to run away.
Good plan.
Wise. Very wise.
Okay, Cass, what's it going to be?
In as well, just to
Oh,
put
God,
her in
I
danger
rolled.
zone.
Okay.
I'm just going to get a bit closer and I will toll the dead on the one to the right of Herd.
Okay.
Oh wait, which one's taken damage?
The one in front
I
of
think
me.
they both have. They both have. I don't know why the health estimate isn't showing up.
Okay, right of Herd.
Yep.
Wisdom
Oh.
save, please.
Wisdom save. Okay.
Perfect.
Okay, that's a fail. Oosh. 11.
5 necrotic, 6 radiant, if it matters.
Okay, I don't think we're good.
That's me.
So yeah, it's starting to look rough. The edges are less sort of coherent and crisp, and they're beginning to flare a little. Okay, Herd. As you're preparing to make your move, Herd, It reacts first. He uses his reaction to hit you first.
Rude.
18.
That misses.
Okay, take your turn.
I am going to just swing my hammer at it.
Do it. Do it.
Do it. Oh, I have a fancy new hammer in my inventory.
Not yet. It's ready for you.
Righto. I'm going to use Death's Warhammer then, because you've stripped my original hammer. So it's a normal attack. It's a 12.
Oh, it just hits, I believe. Oh no,
Ooh.
misses. It misses. Sorry, pal.
You bait and switched me.
I
I'll
did.
swing
Yeah.
again.
That's more like it.
Yes, and I'm going to Divine Smite at first level with this one.
Okie dokie.
Tasty.
Tasty. So it does what? 11 damage.
11
Plus-
damage plus 2.
Oh. Oh no.
Yes.
Oh.
My valuable spell slot.
Has just done 2. 2 radiant though.
Yeah.
So your normal hammer damage doesn't do as much damage as you'd expected.
Bugger.
Yes. So top of the round, Tox up.
Okay. I'm still not gonna rage. It's hard to tell if these things are actually getting hurt or not, but
Yeah, they are. They're whittling down.
so
8 damage.
That's 8 damage. Because I'm pretty sure Divine Fury only works when I'm raging.
Pass.
In case anyone's wondering why my damage is so low. Second hit.
Ooh.
Ooh.
27 definitely hits. Roll for damage.
7.
7. Takes
And
more damage. It's
then
also looking rough and seems like it's struggling to maintain its coherency.
I'm going to try
18
and
hits.
top it with the blunt end, seeing as it looks like it's struggling to stay in this world or whatever it is. Another 6.
Okay. Bap. Takes more damage. Okay, but still holding on. What does Velin normally do in a situation like this? She will chill touch the one next to Herd. She hits and does 6 necrotic. It's a skeletal hand just drifts towards it, and they kind of merge and it disappears, but you can tell that it's destabilized it further. She just retreats to the back of the room, as you'd expect. This blade below you, Tok, will try and attack you again.
Yes, just enough. Meets it beats. Whoa.
That can't be right.
Well,
hang on a minute.
I was thinking when it hits, it's probably going to be bad.
No, that's very critical. Okay.
Okay.
Still horrendous.
You don't want it to land a critical.
No.
30.
No.
Force
Okay.
damage.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you would probably see it hit him and stagger him back a little bit, which would probably be quite a rare sight, I suspect.
Yeah. Yeah. Threadreader. Quite the sight to see Tok being staggered.
Fronted with that, I'm going to cast little bit worried, I'm going to cast a 4th level magic missile, splitting the darts between the creature.
Okay.
Just need to find it in the spell book. 1 second.
Automatically hit.
So that is 6 darts, so 3 each.
Okay.
I think I'll put the roll damage on. That's the first one. So 4 damage against the one next to Herd.
No, it's 1d4 plus 1, so the 2d4 would be plus 2.
Okay, yeah, okay, so 6 damage.
6. And so it is, yeah.
And then 12 damage against
That's
someone else
more
on
like
top.
it. Nice. Yeah, looking really rough now. Anything else? Bonus actions, movements?
No, that's all I can do.
Okay, lock.
It's gonna be pretty much the same as well. It's not like I have anything massively more useful at a low level, and I've seen it being dangerous. Oh god, I can't hit them with anything. I hit multiple things. I can't trap them in anything, so I'm unfortunately stuck. Although I'm going to move closer and going to move there so I can have clear line of vision for both of them, and twin cast firebolt, so it hits both of them.
Okay, nice.
So that's 2 separate attack rolls. So the one closest to me will be the first one. That was
Definitely
almost a
hits.
2. Okay, so 7 on that.
Okay, 7 fire damage.
And then
23 also hits the second one. 13 fire damage. Okay.
And
The second one winks out of existence.
okay, that's good. That's good. That's a good indication. Yeah, and the rest of my movement, I'll just get away from it, and that'll be it.
So the remaining sword goes for you, Herd, as you probably are expecting.
It's a miss.
It's a miss. Okay, so Eris may go.
So bonus action, Archer.
That's a hit.
Thank feck for that.
Better roll this time.
Now, this I need to change this because it's got an extra 1d8 on it. Now I've leveled up. So 17.
Wow, well, that's gonna be enough, I think. Just check. Yeah, that also winks out of existence.
Cool.
And calm returns to the chamber.
I didn't like those things.
Oh, they weren't that bad.
Are you okay, Tog?
Yeah, I'm fine. I think that must be what it feels like when I hit people. It's making me question everything I've ever done, really. Wait, are we ready?
So, well, do we have an approach before we go in there?
V, you're muted.
Diplomacy.
You want to
Cool.
diplome with a lich.
Who's gonna do the talking? Because the first two that are about to walk in there, terrible idea.
Red Reader, you seem to understand this place better than us. He might recognize that.
I mean,
Um,
I can try, but I'm not the best speaker.
well, I can take the lead on this speaking and use my natural charisma, if you will. Also, I look like dead. And Threadrunner can supplement my bullshit with real information and knowledge.
I mean, I don't know that we have to be dishonest to start with, or too overly persuasive. We could just ask.
Just don't piss it off.
We've gone through all of the tasks. We're doing our best to prove ourselves. We need help in righting a wrong in the wider world that will create a better environment for this place so that it can be rebuilt. There's no lie there. It just
No,
Just
the enemy
Yeah.
of my enemy is my friend, and we don't want to make enemies of these people. We're not. I don't think we're asking to take their stuff. We're just asking to borrow it.
I mean, the city is being invaded by her minions right now. That is true. And if they don't help us, then they got to deal with them, right? That's not a lie.
this is true.
Also,
Okay.
before we enter this room, Eris's stars change again, and she's just gonna tap talk with the smallest amount of healing.
I'm
But
fine.
then you've taken the healing, and then because I've done that, there's also how much is this one? 2d8 plus wisdom.
I wouldn't give me too much. Ooh.
No, she's just utilizing what she's got.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's
Because half of that was the feast temporary hit points.
well, you get an extra 13 if you can take it.
I can take another 7.
And take it.
Thanks, Eris. That thing hit like really hard.
I know, I saw.
Have you ever been kicked by a
Look, why
mule?
don't you hit me?
I wouldn't ever hit you.
No, but if you did, it would look like that. I think. Is everyone else okay?
I think so. I got
Yeah.
kicked by an elk once. That hurts. It was a bit like that. They make silly noises, but they hit hard. Caster's a good elk impression. You should ask her later.
Them were the
How many years
days.
ago was that?
Many.
About 3.
Are we opening the door then?
Knock on the door.
Yeah.
I'll do a good firm,
Fisting.
fist knock. Look.
You
Herd stepped away just to resist the urge to open the door.
Oh, I was stepping to one side so that Threadrunner or Lot could go first.
you don't hear anything from the other side, but you can make a perception check if you'd like. And anybody who's near the door can.
Yeah. I'll do one.
Ooh, natural 20.
That'll do.
You're confident that you can hear absolutely nothing. No response to the knocking.
I
I
don't
don't-
hear anyone. Just open it.
I don't think anyone's in.
I should just open it.
Okay, let's open it.
Statue.
Look through. Ooh, the runes on the floor.
Well, let's not step on it.
Welcome to my puzzle tower.
As is.
Hold in.
Can I
Okay, what's going on there?
read the runes on the floor?
You can make an Arcana check if you'd like.
I'm good at night with roll low.
They are. If you read, you don't really understand it so much insofar as it doesn't make sense in the way that you've seen sentences constructed, but they reference transmutation and the act of petrification.
Okay.
And a warning.
I think we need to be careful here. I don't fully understand what this is saying, but what I can understand, I'm a little worried there might be a risk of turning to stone.
Not ideal, that, not gonna lie.
No. I'm not sure whether it's from these statues or elsewhere in the chamber. I'm going to if we can just hold here a moment, I shall try and see if I can detect any magic around the statues or anywhere else here. Start to ritually cast detect magic.
Okay. Anyone doing anything over the next 10 minutes?
I'm just going to look at the statues from the bottom of the stairs. I'll be like, oh, that one's got a lantern and that one's got a bowl.
Yeah, they're as you described there. Actually, they similar to other statues you've seen around the tower, depicting usually scholarly types, very often engaging in either some kinds of research or study or the act of casting some kind of spell, the somatic elements of a spell. But everyone kind of patiently waits silently while Threadreader finishes off his ritual spell, and the tension is palpable. As you complete the spell, Threadreader, the floor in front of you pings and lights up with this transmutation magic.
It's on the floor.
What is?
Sugar.
The floor is transmutation, has the aura of the school of transmutation. I think the runes are referring to the floor somehow. And as I say it slowly, I'm going to step back onto the step.
Okay.
Is it just the purple carpeted area, or is it everything?
Yeah, based on your ping, you would say full width, but kind of 5 foot in from either end, top to bottom. So the central area of the purple piece.
Okay.
Is
As you describe that, you can everybody else can visualize this.
Okay, I was going to say I'll cast dancing lights and just put them round the edge of the area which I'm seeing is it has this aura of magic from around it, so everyone else can see the area I'm talking about.
Can we simply circumnavigate it?
Can we get over it? We have to touch it for it to take effect, or could we go over?
I imagine we'd be able to go over, yeah.
Don't know. It seems to be on the floor, but whether or not it extends vertically from it, I couldn't quite say. Does it seem? I don't know. Does it seem to be in the air above it? Is there anything I would know?
It
or-
doesn't. No, it does seem to be confined to the floor.
I think it is just the floor. Does it look like there is a way to sneak round, like Eris suggested?
You could like whether if you were successful enough to try and parkour across the statues or through those alcoves, or yeah, you tell me. You could certainly try it.
I was thinking if we put a rope across if the statues are sturdy enough, we could put a rope across the arm and use that as a high point, and then either swing across or climb across.
I mean, I think it's anything we try is lots of risk. The risk and the harder it is for us to go across, the consequences might be very dire, is what I'm trying to say. It's the safest way of going over the top of this, that's possible, the better, really. And some of us aren't as agile as others.
We can build a second floor.
You want me to smack something?
I can build a second floor, so we've got the floor that is magic, and then we can have a floor of my magic that sits above it, and everyone can just walk over. It's a big spell, but it might keep us safe.
Do we even know what the floor does?
I imagine petrifies you.
How would you create this second floor, Eris?
Well, it would be just like a wall coming out of the wall. But the other way. So I'd use pretty much it's just the spell wall of stone.
What about dispelling it?
Don't have that spell. I could also, how much of a resource is it for you to do that, Eris? Because I could also create a set of steps out the wall, perhaps, that we can walk over.
Well, it's quite a big spell for me. If it's our only option, I can do it. But if you could create stone steps, I can just fly across now.
Are the walls and the ceiling okay? Are they magic?
I think it's just the floor.
I got this potion. Lets me climb really well, apparently.
I feel that, okay, look, I think I have probably a little more resource in the spell department than most, so how about I can do something to provide a pathway across it. Just hold on a moment. It takes a little time.
I can fly two of us but that's best I can do.
Well,
That's very
this way
expensive. So
it's permanent, and we can all go across.
And if we need to
Mm.
head back, we can.
Come back the same way. It's permanent.
Okay.
So I'm going to takes 10 minutes to cast, and I'm going to cast 4th level spell, Fabricate.
Okay.
And it's rather than one 10-foot cube, I can create 8 5-foot cubes joined together,
Mm-hmm.
and I will have 8 5-foot cubes come out from the wall as like quite sturdy on the left hand side as quite sturdy kind of steps, basically like a platform out from the wall that runs over the top of the magical floor by about a foot, so we can just walk over the edge of it.
Okay.
Or put it down.
Okay. And how long does it take? Sorry, 10 minutes.
It takes 10 minutes to cast, but it creates it, so it's there.
Yeah, it's there. For good.
Woohoo!
Okay. So you take the 10 minutes, concentrate again, and you all hear this slow as the bricks kind of detach and elongate themselves out of the wall and form new material seemingly out of nowhere. And what lays before you is what looks like a series of rather large, sturdy stepping stones made of a similar material as the rest of the wall.
Tok's going to be sitting on the steps, like breaking the ice that forms on the blade of his halberd off, and then watching it reform and breaking it off. Just why they're talking about all the big brain stuff.
Licking it, get his tongue stuck on it.
That's one problem he doesn't have. He might encourage someone else to lick it, knowing that they will. Heard. Taste that.
Hey.
Hey, this is magnificent. Thank you.
Oh, did you figure it out? Did you activate the stairs or whatever it is?
Yes, we've got it. Talk.
Look,
Well done. Oh,
Just need someone brave enough to try it.
I'll go.
That's not the
That's not what
stairs.
the path was.
has anyone got any
It
warm
completely
water?
bypasses the stairs and walks onto the floor. No, I'm assuming you took the steps.
Yeah.
Heard? Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, and seemingly no issue.
There's some diamonds over here.
There's the path.
Oh, he's gone.
No, I'm back.
I shall walk over the path. Follow.
Okay.
There's a lot of doors over here.
2, I believe.
No,
Wait my
there's
turn.
8.
There are 8 doors. And each is marked with a different arcane symbol.
There's also diamonds.
Are they the symbol of the schools of magic?
They are. There is a further inscription that is over the general. It's not over a specific door, but highlighting or referring to the whole wall, I guess, in Draconic, as you've seen before. And it says, Threadreed, it says, "Speak thy master's name and enter."
will that be the master of each tower?
Yes, I would imagine.
Do we keep track of the names of the people we met in the different towers?
Threadreader might have. I didn't.
Just looking.
How
I
about
won't punish keeping. So if nobody's got any of them written down, I'll let roll for history,
Yes.
etc.
I got an idea. Let's
Happy
ignore
yes.
the doors, and I'll go through the walls.
I'll stand in front of the divination marker and say Appias.
Which is the divination marker.
That's the only one I have written down too.
I really want to be a tit and just be like, here, and then go through a door. True for me.
Don't ask me which is a divination marker.
Let me quickly rewatch 10 weeks of streams, and I'll tell you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 4. No, 3. It's this one. You would know. Threadreader would know, amongst others. That's divination.
Appias then.
Okay.
Anything happen?
No, that you can see. The door's closed.
I will try and open it.
Okay.
Open okay? Yes. Oof. On we go.
As you speak the words, and as you open the door, you just see the last remnants of some kind of magical darkness begin to fade. You can see through the corridor.
Step in. Another door. I shall knock on this door. Master Iriolarthas? You there?
Wouldn't
Can you
a
hear?
lich be in the necromancy one?
It's the master of the whole city.
Oh. Still, wouldn't a lich be in the necromancy one?
I assume he can come and go as he pleases wherever.
It's the
Which
master
one
of
have
the
we
whole.
got so far?
Did I hear anything when I knocked?
You don't hear anything from the other side.
Shall open the door. Step in.
First thing you see, Threadreader, is this vortex of glowing stars hanging in the air inside the chamber there, above that table, slowly rotating on an axis. As the constellations move, they cast radiant starlight across the walls. There are 8 high-backed chairs, each bearing a different arcane symbol. They face inwards towards this miasma.
Iris, look. Look at this. You'll like this. It's like a constellation of stars.
I'll just start pointing out any constellations I recognise.
They really
Maybe we've
liked...
discussed.
Sorry, Locke.
I was going to say, maybe we should have discussed, if negotiations go wrong, we probably should have discussed a plan to kill him.
You see a few constellations that you recognise. There are a number of constellations and systems that you've never seen, and you imagine that perhaps that's there because they are further than what you've ever been able to see before, so they're unknown to you. You do see a strange phenomenon in amongst all of those stars, though, and it stands out in so much as that it's a dark star in a position where no known star exists that you know of.
As none of us are the masters of any of these schools, I suggest that we don't sit in the seats. But we know what it does.
They do have a
Can you
lot of chairs. They do seem to like their chairs.
Did you recognise anything, Eris? Muted.
One of the constellations.
What's in the alcoves?
Let's take a look. They seem to be various spell components, probably some more exotic, more expensive spell components. If anybody wanted to look for something specific, there's a good chance you might find it.
I find something in there that, yeah, I'm going to take just a gem. If there's a gemstone of some sort, I don't really care which, but just like an interesting coloured gemstone, because I want to make something out of it later.
Gemstone, yeah, there's lots of gemstone. Any particular colour you're looking for?
Blue. If there's a blue
Okay.
one.
Yeah, you'd be able to find some.
Is there a golden reliquary worth at least 500 gold pieces?
Yeah, what's that spell for?
Summon Celestial.
Make an investigation check for me, please.
Should have just looked for diamonds.
Yeah, you don't see one. You can keep looking as you travel to different rooms and different cabinets, but right now you don't see anything.
Let's look at the rooms at the back. Can you see in there, Hood? Step in this chamber.
Okay, as you step in, you see a 10-foot tall spindle of grey stone. It hovers upright and rotates slowly inside this circular chamber. All around it, the surfaces of the room's walls are cracked as though some terrible energy once coursed through them.
Well, can I understand the runes on the floor?
They would be abjuration based. And again, it's not sort of writing as in it's more like a mathematical formula as opposed to language. And it's containment, protection. Yeah.
Okay, I think we
No
don't
role
touch
required
it.
because of your background.
Don't think we need to disturb this. Think that whatever this is protecting. I get the impression that that stone is being held inside a protective.
Make an insight check for me, please.
It's probably the spindle.
I'm trying to figure out whether what is inside is being protected from the outside, or the outside is being protected from what's on the inside. See what I mean?
You think the intention is to protect the city from whatever this is.
You may be right, Cass. It might be the spindle. Did I notice from what I've read and what I've heard about Ostorian
Astoria.
Artifacts? Does this look like it might have come from be an Astorian artifact? So like it might be what they were talking about.
Yeah, no role required. Again, because of your background, very niche area of study for you. This does bear all the hallmarks of Ostorian construction. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, in fact, it is a cat. It's definitely Astorian.
Well, this spindle, could it be useful to us?
This is the thing, I guess. How would this thing took down the floating city? One of the most powerful magical cities to have existed in the world, where magic was far more potent and well understood than we know now. Absolutely think it could probably be used against our enemy, but can we wield it? That's the question.
Only one way to find out, I suppose.
It looks a bit big for wielding.
I think you're muted, Matthew.
It looks a bit big for wielding, Fred Reader. What would you do? Tie it onto a stick?
There are ways of getting it around.
Push it out of a high window onto them, or
Carry it around. Sure. The point I'm trying to make is, if this thing undoes magic,
oh,
it will undo all our magic too.
okay. Would it undo a god's magic? That's the question. Is there a way of telling what it does? Can you do that thing where you sit around making weird noises and waving your fingers about?
I can try. Would casting Identify on it affect the field that's protecting it? Can I do it from the other side of the abjuration field?
You don't know. Well, at least I don't think you would know. You can make an Arcana check. Let's have a look at the Identify spell. That you must touch through the casting of the spell. So if you're prepared to touch it, there's a good chance you can cast it.
This is the thing, Tok. There's a spell surrounding it to protect the outside world from it. I have to touch it to identify it. Either it would potentially break this abjuration field in the process, or affect me at least, thereby nullifying the effect of the spell that I'm trying to use to identify it.
That no.
In other words, I'm not sure the magic would work.
So no, then.
Perhaps. There's a body on the floor over here.
Yeah. I wanted to ask, what do you make of the body and all the things in the little displays and the scribbles on the floor?
The scribbles on the floor of the spell that's keeping that thing's effects contained. Cass, can you see? Is there any sign? Let's have a look and see what any signs of who this body might be.
Oh,
Oh,
do you want to have a little root around this body, Cass?
yeah. Can I see what potentially killed it?
Make a medicine check, please. Hey.
Doogie Howser, MD.
Yeah. This being was killed by. It suffered numerous fractures, but it didn't die because of those fractures. It then starved.
Oh, wow. I relate that to everyone else.
Damn.
Sounds exactly like the sort of thing we need to go messing around with when we don't know very much about it.
Mm.
You think he set off a trap, smashing into the display?
I think the whole city crashed. He probably broke his legs when it hit the ground.
I think that what I'm saying is that while we probably could use this, it may be that the weapon's too dangerous for us to use. I'm a bit nervous that we might unleash unknown issues by trying to wield it.
I
Can I-
wish the Lich was here. They've had 2,000 years to study it.
Well, let me put it another way. We're under siege now. There is cold light walkers. Pretty sure they're probably magical. Giant skeletons. Pretty sure they're magical. The wolves. Probably magical. I think there's far more magic out there after us than we even have in here.
Let's see if we can find the master and ask him what he knows about it and if we can use it and how we could use it. Knowledge has got, I mean, we don't need to take it this second. We know where it is. It's not going anywhere. It's been here for thousands of years.
What do you make of these little displays, Frederica?
What are they, Steve?
As you see, that one's looks like it's got some kind of a flail in. There's one at the top of the room. There's some kind of short sword or dagger.
Hammer.
Three weapon displays.
It could be useful. Before we attempt to open any of them, though, should we check for traps, check for magic?
Look, there's a...
Might detect magic still be up?
Yeah. Well, it depends on how long it lasts for, but yeah.
I'll check.
That one's got a tube in it.
10 minutes?
Tube with a handle. Should we just call it a handle tube for now until we know what it is?
I didn't zoom in far enough. I could see clearly there are weapons in there now. Sorry, Steve. I'm too zoomed out.
That's all right.
Handle tube.
10 minutes to detect magic.
For what you to detect in the things in the display cases.
Yeah, are they magical?
The top two are. The bottom one isn't.
I'll just point that out. Are the cases themselves magical?
No.
Doesn't seem to be any magical traps on the cases, and these two weapons are magical, but the one down there isn't, as far as I can tell. I don't even know what the one down there is, to be honest.
We've seen guns before, haven't we? In Waterdeep.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the name of them. Gons.
Were they made by Gond?
No, gons. They like, you point them, you pull the thing, and then the person's gone.
I heard of a famous chap called Edward S. Sorry, I just doing the Pratchett callback there.
Yeah, he calls them gons, doesn't he?
Locke, can you have a look to see if there's any traps on one of these displays?
I can use my mage hand to try to move the window of the display up.
I mean, if you're just going to mage hand, I may as well do it myself. Flip a window open.
How else am I supposed to check the traps?
I don't know. I thought you'd be perceptive enough to check it normal. Or
Oh, fuck no! Everything I can do is just completely instinctive.
There's some resistance heard. Do you want to persist?
Yeah, I'll give it a go.
Yeah. Well, I mean, with your strength, you can prise them open, but it's not as smooth as a fully functioning cabinet. They've taken considerable damage. But yeah, you can force it open. And you can reach to whatever's inside. So the one you're next to there, you get to a short sword.
Oh. Yes, I will tentatively just kind of like slowly reach and then just go for like a quick snatch.
Yeah, nothing untoward happens. You're able to get it.
And do we really want to be stealing things before we have met the master of the tower? I mean, should we meet him and then if things go badly or we can't find him or something's happened to him, then we could help ourselves, I suppose. But I feel that turning up with a lot of looted equipment when we're trying to have a sensible conversation with him is probably not a good idea.
I tend to agree with this.
Yes. I'm in agreement.
Let's leave everything in here for the minute. We can always come back and get it.
Dump the short sword back in the display case and push the lid back down. Break the glass and push it down so hard.
Indeed. Well, while everyone's been doing that, can I have gone off into the library opposite?
Sure.
I want to search for something. I'm just going to message you what I want to search for.
Okay. And I'm conscious of the time as well. So it could be a good place to call, seeing as we're not up to our elbows in snot and gristle trying to fight something.
Agreed.
Yeah.
So,
very exciting.
Yeah, the mystery deepens.
Story and artifact. Very exciting.
Yeah. Okay. I'll reply to your message, Hazel, and we'll pick up there next time, probably, possibly next week.
That'd be grand.
That'd be grand. Well done, everyone,
Nice.
for navigating and avoiding some quite serious traps.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's true. That is true.
And getting some intentionally avoiding them, and some just out of sheer luck, like stepping out of an open window.
Yes.
It was fine.
There's nothing to worry about.
Sometimes blindly walking through doors is the best thing to do.
Yeah, you probably saved an hour of roleplay conversation there, didn't you? I've been debating how to get across that for hours.
I like the mental image of her just walking out across and then halfway across realising there's no floor.
Looking down and they go, oh shit, oh, it's all right.
He's like an orc. Just because he thinks that he should be able to walk there, he therefore can.
Yeah, it'd be even funnier if he'd look down halfway and realise there's no floor and then
For the
start
cartoon
thing.
fall.
Yeah, do a Wile E. Coyote
Proper
thing.
Wile E. Coyote, yes.
I like to imagine he didn't realise he just walked on nothing until he got to the other end and Cass started shouting at him.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, like, Herd, what are you doing? What am I? How the fuck did I get over here?
It's because his head's so high up. That's the thing. He has trouble seeing all the way down to the ground.
No, well done. Very well done.
Thanks, Steve. That was really cool.
No, thanks
Yeah,
all.
really cool. Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
so
a weird
explain.
place. Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
so weird. Thank you very much, and I guess see you all next week.
Yeah. And anyone,
Yes.
we're on
Yeah.
tomorrow for Uta, if anyone's
Yeah.
available.
Yeah.
If you're not, no worries. But if you are, drop in.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Come on, game show contestants.
Come on, do the wave.
Do the wave.
And the
Game show
face. That's it.
contestants.